Hello all, Christine Byer here, licensed master esthetician for 18 years, specializing in microcurrent facial muscle toning. And welcome to day 6 of 12. We're halfway there. Whoop, whoop. What my daughter was saying yesterday is that I'm having a contest, and the contest is you can win a mini. And how do you win a mini? You forward my videos, any of them, as many times as you want, to as many places as you want, and take a screenshot of where you forwarded it. Don't put it on any pervy sites or anything, just places where people are interested in skincare, and your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Pinterest. Just forward that, or use the share button, share that you shared with me. Each one will count as one entry, and you send that to Byer customer service at Gmail, and Kathy will tally up every entry. So you can enter as many times as you want. It has to be a separate share or a separate posting in a different place each time. Twitter is one post. It counts as one entry. So you can post as many times as you want, but Twitter is going to have to be one entry. Today's day 6. I'm excited. I feel like my face is looking much better. I've had people tell me that my face is looking much better. And so today I have the instructions for the mini. And I thought this was cute that they actually have this picture of sources of energy supply for USBs. So you got your little car USB port, you can plug it into the wall, you got the little pocket drive, and what is that? Oh, the computer, a little laptop. So we'll go ahead and just work the steps one by one as they do it here. You'll wash your face, put on the conductive gel, or grab some Sculpla and go. All right, so they say avoid the thyroid in the center of the neck. Center area of the neck is indicated by the rectangle, the diagram. So you're not gonna go through here, really. I know, it's criminal. And they say go up. So I'm pretending to go up because I know that that makes my neck look really fat. So you'll start down here, and you count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the beeps, they beep every 10 seconds. The next move is my favorite. I'm gonna be a sticky mess. And I was wondering if I could just like sit there and get my hands wet and hold on to 2 minis if I'm feeling really depleted, and just sort of suck in the energy. You know, because I was talking about how ATP is like a bank account. We only have so much. Because the last 2 days I've just been feeling really tired. I think it's perimenopause. I like to stay away from the center. It's always good to go back and revisit these instructions because I get to the point where I forget them. And I'm like, I know the muscles of the face, so I just start going. But it does make sense to revisit instructions once in a while. And they do update them, so why not? So essentially, those of you at home, especially 50 and up, I would say you're gonna get more bang for your buck if you wait and do the beep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between the beeps is 10 seconds. All right, next step, we are going up on the side of the face. And you can do this with one. It's just, I have a couple, I have 3 in my treatment room. Yeah, and this is just, it says, apply a thin layer of conductive gel to the jawline and cheek and temple area. Temple. Slowly glide the mini up and under the cheekbone. Lift and hold until the double beep is heard. Okay, I'll try it the way they say to do it. Move to the next session as shown by the arrows of the diagram and repeat the process. Continue movements as shown, working each section 3 times. Read the directions, Christine. But I could see the payoff in this area here. Oh, these muscles come down and sort of anchor up the entire face. A couple videos ago, I showed you it's kind of like a muscle activation therapy, Jane Mann's way of activating this whole complex that essentially brings up the face. All right, and so the next movement 4, they call it, touch electrodes to the skin near the jawline and slowly glide across the skin toward the side of the face. Bottom movement follows the jawline with 1 electrode above and 1 electrode below the jawline. Oh, that's changed. We're working along the grid, right? For simplicity, they basically just do it into a grid. You know, think of the face as a big map or a grid, a grid. When you're moving this way, you want to shorten. Well, you want to hold it horizontally. So this is like this. And really, there's quite a bit of payoff by holding it right in front of here. This is the frame of the face. So there's so many things going on right here that it is a good idea to take some extra time. So just gliding along the jawline, this is the only time that you move it not in the direction that you're trying to shorten. You're basically just trying to get the jawline. It's the only time you don't hold it in the direction, the fibers of the muscle, right? Because these muscles they're all up and down here. There's a lot going on in this area, but this is just to smooth out the jawline. It does pop the jaw out really nicely. Out more up here. So that's the deal. This is the one movement where they are not following the muscle. They're just sort of straddling it. And we were talking about that in the Clairblend mini users group, how they were straddling the muscle. This is the only case where they do that in the instructions. And otherwise, when you're doing center of the face to the perimeter, it is like this. So, okay, what else? And then they kind of do it a little bit higher up. They're kind of doing more like going straight this way, actually, in their diagram. Because most of these muscles, they either come down like this, or they're coming from here into here. As I said in the first video, it's really smart to go onto Google and do an image search for a facial muscle chart. There's so many of them. And I showed one on my first video, and she's really creepy. I kind of put that on because I'd never seen that one before. I almost liked it, but she's pretty creepy looking. You can see her in my first video. So that's movement 4. Movement 5. It says, touch electrodes to the skin near the nose. After a single beep is heard, move the mini toward the ear in a continued movement, gliding, treating crow's feet area. Hold and lift at the end of the movement until a double beep is heard. Okay. And I'm just using the Sculptless Stem Cell Mist. So they're saying to do this. I'll do what they say. I'll hold you up here. I know this is a payoff area. So we're working the crow's feet. And in the picture they show going like this. And it looks like the end in this position, although I would probably be more apt to do it in this position. Pull up the temporalis, but you can do it both ways. Okay, so that's movement 5. Now, movement 6. It says wait for single beep. touch the electrodes to the base of the brow bone. The base of the brow bone. Yeah, so that's where you would start. You just sort of straddle the eyebrow bone, or straddle your eyebrow, and then you move up. So you're like in the corner of your eye. And, that's a great move. I forgot this one. Okay. Yeah, so here's how that looks. So you basically straddle the eyebrow and you're taking it from the upper eyelid up over the brow. Kind of cool. I do not remember that move at all, but I like it. Okay, so now we're moving number 7, and this is forehead. Oh, and this is to get out the furrow. So you're gonna pull up on the corrugator and then move over to the side. So you're pulling this up because this little triangular muscle, well, there's a couple of muscles in here, but they usually pull in and down, and so they can give you the bunny lines and this line here. And so you're trying to pull that up and out, so to release that tension and then moving over. There's nothing to it. It's just pulling up in the center, and it will feel good if you're doing it right. I mean, because who doesn't have that tension there to some degree? So that's it. This is movement 7. So pulling up and moving straight across, pulling up and moving straight across, pulling up and moving straight across. Okay, and then movement number 8 is, so there, now you're doing the forehead. And for those of you in the Clairblend Mini Users group, a picture of this is in the files. So if you ever lose it, or if you're traveling and you don't have it, you can just go to the files section. There's a complete copy of all the pictures and the instructions in there. So you'll always have it at your fingertips. So yeah, it says just start at the eyebrow and move up into the hairline. Now, if you feel the mini in any place, this would be where? Either around the eyes. But I haven't felt it at all, this whole treatment. Sometimes get a zinger, but this is very low amperage. It's 340 because that actually gives a higher lift. If you study microcurrent, you know about the Arndt-Schultz law, which is the lesser the physiological stimuli, the better the result. And so that whole thing about more is better is so untrue with microcurrent. Less is better with microcurrent. Not less use, but less current is better because the body can recognize it and uses it as its own. That's why it makes ATP with it. Anyway, I think that's it. Those are the 8 movements. You can add things in like a lip movement to smooth out this line here. You can add things in like this one where you're moving along the depressors and sort of stretching them out and shortening up here just to help relieve resting bitch face. So subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends to subscribe, and please help me spread the word. I'm trying to grow my channel, and enter the contest to win the mini. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on day 7.